All right, you guys, it's your boy back at y'all with another one. Shouts out to the Lions Den basketball community. Give the video a like, hit subscribe, ring the bell whenever I go live. That way you get those notifications. Also subscribe to the Patreon. I'll leave a link to the Patreon when the stream is over with. Let's get down to business. Now, the Brooklyn Nets have problems. They have serious problems. And more so, their problems are on the defensive end. Now, James Harden did not play last night. But even then, when you put up 146 points, you should win the game. You should win handily. You should not be giving up 149 points. Salute to Mr. Padron and tells the cycle in the building. Good morning to y'all. You took away a 5-point lead with like 10 seconds left in the game. That's inexcusable. Inexcusable. You know when the last time the Washington Wizards won a game? You had to go all the way back to January 11th. That's when the last time the Washington Wizards won a game. Of their 4 wins, 2 of these wins have came against the Brooklyn Nets. Now, January 11th is when the Washington Wizards defeated the Phoenix Suns. And I thought that was the best game. They won by 21 points. 128 to 107, actually. Right? The Brooklyn Nets got all kinds of issues going on. The team has no identity defensively. It looks like they're sitting up here trying to outscore everybody. Right? And it don't matter who they bring in. Now, they was worried about them bringing in Amar Shumpert. I don't think that moves the needle at all because I don't think he's going to get run like that. Right? Let's just be honest about that. We bringing in a guy off the street and all of a sudden we asking him to be a defensive stopper for 30 minutes a night. It just ain't going down like that. Right? Then there's talk about them bringing in JaVale McGee. But even then, JaVale McGee ain't going to get the run like that to be a defensive stopper. JaVale McGee ain't playing no 30 minutes a night. He'll be lucky if he cracks 15 minutes. As he could be that much of a defensive stopper in 15 minutes? The Brooklyn Nets, look, they got all kinds of problems on the defensive end. It don't matter who they bring in. The identity, they have no identity defensively. They just don't have it. So you don't got an identity, and guys that are out there ain't putting in no effort defensively. DeAndre Jordan, what the fuck is he doing out there? He just out there collecting a goddamn check. Man, if you watched that game last night, man, look, that's not the same DeAndre Jordan I know from when he was on the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan on the Clippers throwing everything left and right. This DeAndre Jordan, no, he ain't throwing nothing. It's like free reign. You must well call him the Matador. The way he just let those guys just go to the hole at will. So now, mind you, DeAndre Jordan was complaining about minutes, and that's what got they coach before fired. The coach they had before, Kenny Atkinson. Kenny Atkinson got fired based on DeAndre, and one of the reasons was DeAndre Jordan complaining about minutes. But there was a reason why Kenny Atkinson was reducing his minutes. He wasn't doing nothing out there. And then you trade away Jared Allen. Man, that Jared Allen trade look really bad right now. All of it, you pretty much depleted the team that they had. The team that they had before the James Harden trade would have been the team that could contend for a championship. They had the perfect team, but no, they had to go out there and mess us up by getting James Harden. They had to mess that up by going out there and getting James Harden. They didn't need him. I don't know why they went out their way to deplete the team that they had already in place for him. Considering they had blowout wins before James Harden even got there. Reggie Perry. Why is this mother... First of all, who the fuck is Reggie Perry? And second, why is he in the game? Huh? Why is this dude named Reggie Perry in the game? That dude should not even sniff the court. He should be on the same level as Chris Chiozza and Novell Pell. He should be a DNP CD. Why is he even seeing the court? Now, he played only 7 minutes and 19 seconds, but in my opinion, that's 7 minutes and 19 seconds too long. Bruce Brown, another spectator on the court. This dude played 31 minutes, took 2 shots. The lion's share of the shots went between Kyrie Irving, KD, and Joe Harris. But so let's look at it, because remember, before the James Harden trade, like I said before you had the James Harden trade, they had one of the best benches in the league. You had Karis LeVert coming in off the bench. You had Joe Harris, not Joe Harris. What's the center? Jared Allen. He's coming off the bench. They had a strong bench. They don't got that no more. When you traded for James Harden, you got rid of one of your biggest assets, and that was your bench. The fact that you was a deep team. If you listen to the names that's on this bench right now, right? Because the only relevant player coming off the bench is Jeff Green, right? Now, outside of Jeff Green, because he's their sixth man, Landry Shamet, TLC, or Timothy Luwawu Cabarrou, Reggie Perry, Tyler Johnson, Chris Chiozza, and Novell Pell. That's their bench. Jeff Green, Landry Shamet, TLC, Reggie Perry, Tyler Johnson, Chris Chiozza, and Novell Pell. How the fuck you supposed to win the championship with that? Huh? How you supposed to win a championship with that? But this is a stars and scrubs lineup that the Brooklyn Nets got. Their stars and scrubs lineup. That bench just got literally gutted when you traded for James Harden, and then he don't even play. You got him on maintenance days, and then you don't have a defensive identity, and then the guys you do go out there that's supposed to play defense, they're out there spectating on the floor. Guys is getting minutes that don't deserve minutes. So the NBA Finals pick, that was an NBA Finals pick. Now, could they get it together? Yeah, because there's still a lot of basketball left, right? So I don't want to say the sky is falling or anything like that because there's still a lot of basketball left. There's still like about 52 games left. No, there are 50 games left. There are 50 games left in the regular season, right? So, considering how things play out, I can see them making another move. Now, what move they make, I have no idea. But the trading deadline is coming up. It's coming. March 25th is the trading deadline. So they're gonna have to get some more. They got to get it together defensively or whatever like that. Now, since they gutted their whole roster and they've given up future draft picks, I don't know what else moves. I don't know what other moves they can make. To be honest with you, they literally put all their chips on the table with the stars and scrubs lineup they got. So I don't know, but they need to figure it out. You got the Pacers winning the East. I don't know about all that, but okay. But if that's what you believe, hey, not here to tell you what you believe, what you can't. But do I see the Pacers winning the East? No, I don't see them winning the East. But they'll be in the mix though. They are a playoff team, but I don't see them winning the East. What's up, underrated? Salute to the underrated darkness in the building, man. LDBC all day long. But yeah, the Brooklyn Nets, man, this is inexcusable. When you got three of the best players in the NBA, you should not be out here losing to a team like the Washington Wizards. And yes, we got on the Washington Wizards heavy yesterday. Shout out to my brother Ticket TV. We was on this channel talking about the Washington Wizards or whatever like that when when it was reported that Bradley Beal wasn't going to get traded. But Russell Westbrook, he had a vintage game last night. Damn near triple-double, dropped 41 points, hit that game-winning three, hit that three that put them up by one off the steal, off an errant pass by Joe Harris. Man, I bet the Washington Wizards think. I bet they wish they could play Brooklyn Nets for the rest of the NBA season, man. Because look, for some inexplicable reason, the Wizards got their number, and both those games have been shootouts. Shootouts. Both of those games have been high-scoring affairs. There've been no defense played in neither one of those games they've played in so far. The first game they played, 123-122. This game, 149-146. Absolutely, positively, no defense is played in neither one of those games. Now, the next time they play each other, well, this is the first half of the schedule. They will not be playing. Let me see. They do not play the Brooklyn Nets anymore for this first half of the schedule. Now, for the Wizards, they got an affair tomorrow with the Portland Trailblazers, and then they go to Miami for 2 games, and then they go to Charlotte, then they go to Chicago. Now, the Portland game, we all know Portland don't play no defense neither. Now, Portland, Could they could win that game. The Wizards can, right? I don't see them beating Miami. Neither one of those games. The Charlotte game will probably be good, but I think the Charlotte Hornets will beat them. And they couldn't beat the Bulls. They have the potential to beat the Bulls, but but if you just look at this team, man, this look, neither one of these teams play defense. Neither one of these teams, have an identity. It's the same thing I talk about the Washington Wizards. They're just as bad, if not worse, defensively, right? Both these teams are a mirror image of each other. They got their stars and scrubs lineup. Both these teams. You got your top heavy stars, right? And then you got your bottom feeders. So I don't see Brooklyn Nets don't get it together, man. They ain't going. If the whole NBA Finals thing, yeah, you can go ahead and kiss that goodbye because that ain't going to happen. Now I'm gonna put a link in the chat. Anybody want to come in and let me know what they think about the situation with the Brooklyn Nets. What do you think are the problems with the Brooklyn Nets, and what adjustments do they need to make? Because I tell you right now, the team they got Mike D'Antoni imprints all over it, and he's not even a head coach. I don't know what the hell Steve Nash is doing, but I got a little policy when it comes to a veteran team and a rookie coach, man. I don't like it. When you got a veteran team like that, you need to have a veteran coach that's going to settle people down when they're like all over the place and out of control. But yeah, man, the Brooklyn Nets, man, they got to get it together, man, because their defense right now, not good. Matter of fact, they're 25th in the league in defensive rating. They're third in the league in offensive rating. You know what that sound like? That sound like the Portland Trailblazers, because remember, I talked about them yesterday, right? When they played the Chicago Bulls and Damian Lillard hit that fadeaway three at the end, right? One of the top teams in the league in pace, one of the top teams in the league in offensive rating, one of the worst teams in the league in defensive rating. The Brooklyn Nets are just as much the same as the Portland Trailblazers. One of the best teams in the league offensively, one of the worst teams in the league defensively, and there's no signs of it changing. There ain't no signs of it changing. Now it look like Dinwiddie. Now that injury, Dinwiddie, we partially tore his ACL. That injury is starting to rear its ugly head now. Now we thought prior to the trade of James Harden that the Brooklyn Nets would have had enough because they had a deep bench. But when they gutted their whole entire roster for James Harden, now you just compromise your team for one player, and I don't like that neither. I don't like teams gutting their whole roster for one player to try to win the championship now. Build with the team, work with what you got. I mean, you make upgrades here and there, but don't gut your team for one player, man. I can't stand when teams do that. But tell me what you guys think. I'm gonna get on up out of here. So, yeah, man, Brooklyn Nets, step it up. This your boy. Scream at me. Hey!